On a rainy evening in Chicago, a 28-year-old accountant named Daniel boarded the last train home after a long day at work. The train was nearly empty. As Daniel sat quietly scrolling through his phone, he noticed an elderly man sitting across from him. The old man held a small wooden box tightly in his hands throughout the journey. When the train reached the next station, the old man suddenly stood up and hurried off the train. A few moments later, Daniel noticed something unusual. The wooden box was still on the seat. "Sir!" Daniel shouted through the train door, but the doors closed and the train pulled away. The old man was gone. Daniel picked up the box. It looked old and worn, as if it had been treasured for decades. Curiosity filled his mind. After arriving home, he carefully opened it. Inside were three things: an old black and white photograph, a small brass key, a sealed letter with the words, "To whoever finds this box, please help me complete my final wish." Daniel's heart raced. He opened the letter. The writer explained that he was an old man named Walter, who had spent 25 years regretting a terrible argument with his daughter. After their fight, she moved away and never spoke to him again. Now, Walter was very sick and feared he had little time left. The photograph showed Walter holding his daughter when she was a child. The brass key belonged to a small locker at a train station. The letter contained an address and one final request: "Please give this box to my daughter and tell her I never stopped loving her." Daniel couldn't stop thinking about the letter. The next morning, he decided to find the address. After a long drive, he arrived at a modest house. A woman in her 40s answered the door. When Daniel mentioned Walter's name, her face immediately changed. Tears filled her eyes. She quietly invited him inside. Daniel handed her the box. With trembling hands, she opened it. As she read the letter, tears rolled down her cheeks. For years, she had believed her father no longer cared about her. But every word in the letter proved otherwise. Then, Daniel showed her the brass key. Together they visited the train station locker. Inside was a small collection of birthday cards, photographs, gifts, and letters. One for every year they had been apart. Walter had written a letter to his daughter every birthday for 25 years, but he never found the courage to send them. The daughter broke down crying. For the first time in decades, she understood how much her father had loved her. A week later, Daniel received a phone call. Walter had passed away peacefully. But before his death, he learned that his daughter had forgiven him. The old man left this world with peace in his heart. Years later, Daniel still remembered the mysterious box. Whenever someone asked him why he helped a stranger, he always replied, "Sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone is delivering a message that should have been heard years ago."